Hey everyone, let's create some procedural candles and light it up in a viewport. So here we have our procedural setup. So I'm starting with a simple line, and let me turn on the points. So then I'm resampling it uh, to have more points, and I'm sorting it. Um, this way, I'd like to have my top starting with 0. Okay, so here I'm grouping my 0 point, and I'm applying a p-scale ramp on the whole length by using this small expression. Okay, next I'm using the sweep node to add some thickness. Okay, let me turn off sliding. Alright, so this way we have our basic shape. Um, yeah, this is good, so we can uh, give some uh, different look to our candle. Okay, maybe some cartoon candle as well. We also can bend our candles, which also adds some stylistic look. Okay, and here I think we can also twist. We need some bending. All right, so next what we do, I want to add some uh, kind of inner bevel of the top of the top of the candle. Okay, and this way what I'm doing, I'm splitting the top, and then I'm remeshing it. So let me turn on mesh, and then I'm using the transform. Here I'm scaling it to 0, but also I'm applying uh, center pivot expression. Okay, and then I'm using it in the attribute WAP to create. So here I'm importing my 0 points, and I'm subtracting then by using the length of this subtraction and fitting, so I could have a nice ramp. So I'm using this ramp as a mixer, okay, to my position. So here I have some transform applied to my points, and I'm using the original point position, okay, and then mix in between, and here I can play with the ramp to get result that I need. Alright, so here I'm merging it back together. So this is our basic shape. Next we need to add some uh, melting candle parts. Okay, so I'm adding to my group. Here in group 2 some noise. Here you see I have some distortion added, and here I'm blasting this group 2, and then I'm adding some normals so I can copy all my lines. So here I have the line. Let's see. So here's the line again. Um, Looks like I haven't used this node. Adding some points on top, and also using a p-scale to add some shape thickness to those. Let's see. So here we have uh, our top part, and also I'm adding a random p-scale to the points, and let's first view one layer. So here's the same actually. P-scale, we have random p-scale, and I'm pulling it down a little bit so I could have a nice mix between uh, the basic shape and melting pieces. Alright, I'm adding some points, and here I'm also deleting some points. I'm just trying uh, not to have too much of this melting pieces. It might look not very realistic. And so here I have copied all those lines um, onto these points. Okay, and then I'm projecting all those points onto the original onto the base of the candle. Okay, so this way, let's say have let's say I would like to play with the shape. Okay, those melting parts would respond, okay, properly. Next, I'd like uh, to extract those bottom points of each line and copy a sphere. So here I have a basic sphere with some soft transform, okay, onto the onto 0 points. So I have kind of a droplet shape. All right. So I scale it down, and here I'm using for each node to extract the bottom point, and here I'm copying my drop onto those points. Okay, so here I have the shape, and also I'm applying a polywire to the shape. Okay, and here I'm merging all together. And also what I'm doing here, just to add some more details, so I'm applying to the top part. So whenever I merge it all together, I would have some nice uh, nice shapes on top of the candle. Okay, so here I have the result, and here's my basic base shape. All right, and I'm merging it all together. Another thing that I'm using also here, I'm extracting the bottom point of my uh, baseline. All right, and this way I'm copying the base form um, um, as if it was flooring. Okay, so I could have some drips uh, on the bottom of my candle. All right, so here I'm applying air meshing, and I'm using the this custom noise tool, and I'm sorting it by proximity of point. So I'm scaling it to 0 and fusing it so I have only 1 point. All right, and this way I'm adding some noise and using this gradient to spread some point on top. Okay, here I'm applying a random p scale, and this is a custom uh, a drop. Okay, so and I'm copying all of them. Uh, so here I have like the the drops on the bottom of my candle. So here are final result. So next I'm converting everything to VDBs, adding some VDB reshaping, and I'm smoothing everything and converting it back to polygons. Okay, and as you see we have some nice melting uh, candle. All right, and here I actually repeated the same task to uh, to the um, to this copy node, so I could have some layering to it. Okay, here I have some p scale. So here I have a bigger p scale values, while here I'm having some smaller values, and also different resembling. Okay, so this way I could have some layering. So if I just, you see I have some layering on top, and if I play with the p scale I can add more uh, longer drops onto my candle, or as I'd like to do it before, some smaller candle drops. Alright, so as you see we have this layering. We can also do this on the bottom of our candle. So this is the basic uh, of our uh, candle form. Okay, um, next I've created some Kindle Flames. Very basic setup, nothing special. Right, so it has to be 2, I guess. This is a basic setup for the fire. The only thing, I think the major thing, is the lesser buoyancy, maybe some turbulence, and probably viscosity, which create this kind of smooth uh, fluid type, which gives a nice small flamey look. And also just if I create human scale reference, like tell me test geometry. All right, you see the candle flame is actually very big. I know I've tried to work with the real scale, but I couldn't get the result that I want, and plus the simulation time uh, increased quite a bit, and I felt that uh, with some larger scale, I mean, something bigger, especially with the pyre, works better uh, than um, uh, if you work with the real scale values. Okay, it's my personal opinion. Maybe if I'm doing wrong something, uh, you might give some advice. Okay, but yes, this most of the setup and also the look, which I had actually changed. So here I have my Kindle Flame. All right. So as you see, it has some nice fluid motion. All right, and then I simply transform it. So let me. So here I actually uh, recolor it by using the Pyroback volume. I'm using the fire with all those settings, and plus I changed. Here we have temperature by default, but I use flames. Okay, and let's see. Here's a flame, and this is a flame emitter. Okay, this is the burning piece of the candle. So I did the same. I actually deleted the top point uh, of my candle base. Okay, and transform it and copied a simple tube with some bending values on top, and this way I have candle. Um, I will not talk about the shading part in this lesson. Maybe in the next lessons where we will feel some room with candles to and create some nice um, uh, like mystery atmosphere, and then we'll probably talk about shading. But in this lesson, we'll just talk about this procedural part, uh, and we'll shade it uh, just in the viewport. Okay. Uh, Talking about this viewport shading, so here I have candle. Um, I'm applying a gradient by Y with some noise. Um, Alright, just a moment. Turn off the lighting. Um, you see here I have my gradient. Okay, so I use this gradient as a color attribute. So um, here I'm using luminance and color mix, and I'm adding some values in here. Alright, so you have just a slight mix from one to the other. And yeah, that's about it. Here I'm adding some group just in case I'd like to separate my flame from the candle from the geometry. But here I'm doing a basic setup. My camera position, go outside, and here's my setup. All right, and my lights. Just talk about lights. I have one key light. Just let's see. So here's my key light, my fill light. It's actually let me fill light. Let's actually supposed to be somewhere here. I feel like. Alright, let's see. Alright, this is how it looks. So we have a key light, a fill light, and two rim lights, and that's about it. Well, that's all I'd like to share in this lesson. I hope you like it. If you find it useful, please subscribe for more upcoming lessons. Also, I'd like to thank all my supporters. Thank you very much. It helps me a lot. Thank you once again. Goodbye and good luck.